An extraordinarily rare and extremely significant archaeological discovery has been unearthed in Jerusalem. Here's a quick clip from the Israel Antiquities Authority.
באחד הימים האחרונים התגלתה הפתעה. יניב לוי, חוקר המטבעות שלנו, הגיע לכאן מאחוריי, ולמרבה ההפתעה יצא מטבע שכבר בשטח חשבנו שאולי יש פה משהו נדיר. חיכינו מספר ימים בדריכות עד שהמטבע חזר מניקוי, ואכן יש לנו מטבע שנת 4 למרד הגדול.
So we're talking about a coin minted during the 4th year of the Great Revolt of Jews against the Roman occupiers.
There are rare moments in history when the dust of ancient ruins suddenly speaks, when stone and metal become voices that echo from thousands of years ago. This is one of those moments. Just days before Tisha B'Av, the annual day of mourning that commemorates the destruction of the Jewish temple, Israeli archaeologists unearthed something beneath the streets of Jerusalem that took their breath away. It wasn't just a relic, it was a cry, frozen in bronze, a final prayer inscribed by a people watching their world fall apart. And this tiny coin may be one of the most emotionally charged discoveries ever made in the City of God. Before we unpack this incredible story, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. We're diving deep into the hidden layers of biblical history, prophecy, and archaeology, and you won't want to miss what we uncover next. The discovery was made by the Israel Antiquities Authority near the southwestern corner of the Temple Mount, the most contested and sacred parcel of land on earth. There, buried beneath fallen stones believed to be debris from the Roman destruction of the Second Temple, a team of archaeologists recovered an ancient bronze coin. This wasn't just any coin. It was minted in the 4th year of the Great Jewish Revolt, around 70 AD, the very year the temple was destroyed by Roman legions. On the front side, obverse, the coin bears the image of a temple chalice, a sacred vessel once used in worship. But the real weight of this coin is in its inscription. It reads in ancient Hebrew, L'Jolat Tzion, for the redemption of Zion. Not freedom, as previous revolt coins had said, not independence, but redemption. This was no longer a battle cry, it was a prayer, a cry from a people who knew the end had come, and who turned, in desperation, to the only hope they had left, that God Himself would one day redeem Zion. Earlier coins from the same revolt, dated to 66, 67, and 68 AD, carried inscriptions like, "For the freedom of Zion." They were minted in hope. Hope that the revolt against Roman occupation would succeed. Hope that Jerusalem would remain free. But by 70 AD, reality had set in. Jerusalem was under siege. The temple was ablaze. The Jewish people were about to be scattered across the nations. And the inscription changed. In a stunning shift of tone, the final coin issued during this uprising bears not the language of resistance, but the language of surrender, not to Rome, but to God. This was not a message of victory, but of faith in future redemption. Think about that. As the temple burned, as stone by stone it was torn down, the last thing this ancient community did was press their hope into metal and leave it for us to find. It's hard not to hear echoes of Psalm chapter 137, written centuries earlier. By the rivers of Babylon, we sat and wept when we remembered Zion. If I forget you, O Jerusalem, may my right hand forget its skill. Psalm chapter 137, verses 1 and 5. These ancient Israelites didn't forget. Even in the moment of national death, they remembered Zion and looked toward its future. And now, nearly 2,000 years later, that small coin has resurfaced. Not during just any moment, but at a time when the Jewish people are once again defending their presence in the land, when Jerusalem is still contested, when many around the world deny the right of Israel to exist. And yet, prophecy continues. I will bring back my exiled people Israel. They will rebuild the ruined cities and live in them. I will plant Israel in their own land, never again to be uprooted. Amos chapter 9 verse 14 to 15. This discovery isn't just historical, it's prophetic. A literal object buried during the fall of Jerusalem has now re-emerged during the restoration of Jerusalem. Israeli tour guide Yoav Rum explained it best. He said, "These people didn't just resist. They never lost faith. Their belief in the coming redemption of Zion didn't die in the fire. It was minted into bronze." To Rum, this wasn't merely a museum piece, it was a personal echo of his family's journey, from exile in Iraq and Europe to homecoming in Israel. The same prayer that filled the hearts of those rebels in 70 AD still beats in the hearts of modern Israelis today. He held up a medal issued by the State of Israel, designed in contrast to a Roman coin that once mocked their destruction. That Roman coin had a cruel message: Judea capta, Judea is conquered. It showed a Roman soldier towering over a weeping Jewish woman beneath a palm tree. But the Israeli version, minted just 10 years after the founding of the modern state, depicts a Jewish father planting a tree, a mother holding a child, and the words, "A decade of Israel's freedom." What once was defeat is now restoration. If you're a follower of Scripture, Old Testament or New, you cannot ignore the weight of this moment. For Christians, this isn't just Jewish history. It's the soil of your own spiritual heritage. This was the city where Jesus walked, the temple where he taught, the mount where he will return. Jerusalem will be trampled on by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. Luke chapter 21, verse 24. Some say we're living in that fulfillment now. Others are watching closely as the pieces fall into place. The gathering of exiles, the rebirth of a nation, the tensions over the Temple Mount, and now, artifacts that cry out from the dust. This coin isn't a relic of defeat. It's a witness, a testimony, a whisper from 70 AD that redemption is real, and that the prayers of God's people pressed into metal are never forgotten. Whether you believe in prophecy or simply in the power of human resilience, this discovery forces us to pause, to listen, to wonder. Because maybe, just maybe, we're not looking at a coin. Maybe we're looking at a promise. If this story moved you, don't forget to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and share it with someone who still believes in the power of prophecy. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. We'll be bringing you more stories like this, real discoveries from real places that speak of a real God still writing history in our world today. God bless you, and may the redemption of Zion draw near.